Deshaun Foster has been fired as UCLA football coach this morning after an 0-3 start that included consecutive losses to Mountain West Conference teams. Good morning. I'm James the Faithful Angelino Sports with breaking news. UCLA pulls the plug on a Bruins legend after he coaches just 15 games with only 5 wins. The LA Times first broke the story. Tim Skipper will serve as interim coach for the rest of the season. There's obviously going to be a search for a permanent replacement. We do not know if the new coach would come from the current coaching staff. We do not know if athletic director Martin Jarmond will conduct the search or outsource it. And we don't know if the new guy will take over during the season or at the end. UCLA Athletics, which has been hopelessly in debt for years, owes Foster about $6.4 million, barring a buyout or if Foster gets a new coaching gig. Foster, who is a member of the UCLA Athletics Hall of Fame, was hired by the Bruins after Chip Kelly abandoned them in February of 2024. It was a move designed to breathe life into an extremely apathetic fan base. Now, to be fair, Kelly played a primary role in said apathy. Kelly didn't want to schmooze with boosters. He didn't want to recruit high school players. Frankly, he just wanted to design plays and play golf. So Foster, who knew what UCLA football meant to not just fans, but him, he comes back to the program. He had a job, by the way, with the Raiders as a running backs coach, and he gave his stated goals of winning games and reigniting the passion of Bruins supporters. Foster told everybody nobody would outwork him or the program. But he simply wasn't ready for the gig. It's just that simple. It's not just that he was 5-10 overall. The Bruins didn't even lead in a game this year. UCLA was outscored 108-43 this season. They are the only winless team in the Big Ten. No power conference team has gone 0-12, by the way, since 2015. His initial hire for offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy, had trouble teaching them screen passes prior to the 2024 season. That team barely averaged scoring 18 points a game. So, what do? Foster fires Bieniemy and brings in Tino Sunseri away from Indiana, where they were scoring points in bunches. Then they go out and they bring a 5-star quarterback, pulled him away from Tennessee in Nico Iamaleava. And now they're averaging barely 14 points per game. They weren't ready on either side of the ball in any facet of the game. It's not just the offense. In losing to New Mexico, and New Mexico had to rebuild itself on the fly. New Mexico has 72 transfers on the roster, and yet the Lobos rushed for 298 yards. The Bruins also allowed 286 rushing yards to Utah earlier this year. In 2 of the losses that UCLA has sustained this year, they combined to commit over 27 penalties. Penalty prone, can't tackle, can't run an offense. It's just reality. Because UCLA may not be a national power, but the Bruins have never had a football season with more than 9 losses in it. It looked extremely likely they'd go winless. They are 101st in FBS in total offense, 111th in total defense. There is no way to put a positive spin on this. Foster may love UCLA, but under his watch, the Bruins, it's not just apathy. They became a laughingstock. As for Skipper, he was Foster's special assistant to the head coach. He has served as an interim coach before. He did so with Fresno State in 2024. He is primarily a defensive-minded guy because we know he was defensive coordinator at Sacramento State, Fresno State, and UNLV. This move, however, goes beyond who has the headset, I should say. Minutes after Foster's firing, 4-star offensive tackle recruit Johnny Jones of Florida high school, a high school in Florida, I should say, has already decommitted from UCLA. So there will be repercussions, even though, if we're being honest with ourselves, it's the right call. So, if you want to know let me know what you think in the comments thread by all means. Once again, UCLA has fired head coach Deshaun Foster. And if you enjoyed hearing this breaking news, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelinos. We talk UCLA football almost every day here. We talk UCLA every single day here. Thank you for watching. I'm James, and we'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelinos is a Key and Corte El Queso production. Take care.